It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see Bryce Young. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as they're lost. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Smith to return it. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. He's got a man. That's Marshall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Panthers had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Young. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Young. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Atlanta regains possession of the football. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. 3rd and 19. Now here's Young. Under pressure, they got him again. Lorenzo Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And taken right at the 35. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Ritter to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Robinson up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Back to throw, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Ritter back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Plenty to look for.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season.
Everybody's
getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime
taking on the
and
Dallas
get ready
Cowboys
for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on 3rd down. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Ritter now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Ritter. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position.
Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Second down and 4. Young off the play fake. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, a strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Young now from the 50. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Young to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Young from the gun. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
First and 10, Young. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. They'll throw again. Young. To the right side and complete to Hurst. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Sanders diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
On first down, Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On play action, here's Ritter. Throws right side, and that's complete. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Algier to the 27-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Powerful running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 55 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Robinson with another carry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now 2nd and 9. On the give, Algier headed left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Ritter to throw it. This is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Slot man moves right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Young.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Johnny Hecker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Heineke going to lead the Falcons up now 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Able to avoid him at the 40.
65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Arnold Ebiketie
Able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, Young. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now here's Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
To the air once more, Young.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Young to throw. Pass complete, Hurst.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Young.
And he's caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's Young.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now Ritter and the Falcons
Down by 1. 50 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after them.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining